You could so let me say this first. When you sleep at night, all you're doing is going to another body. You have many versions and variations of yourself. You have a fourth dimensional body. You're in your third dimensional body. This is the least powerful, most illusionary version of yourself. This body right here that we're seeing right now, your physical body. Your fourth dimensional body has more freedom. Your fifth dimensional body has more freedom. Your sixth dimensional body has more freedom. That's kind of how it goes. So as you go up in the dimensions, you wake up more from the dream. And like I always tell people, from level 1 all the way up to level 9, you're in an illusion. This is all a hologram, right? But there's variations of it, and then you actually wake up more as you come out. So when you're dreaming, family, you're having a real experience. But if your consciousness is low, then you don't have the understanding to know that it's real. So an awakened dreamer has more, they have more energy, of course, and they can do more things in a dream. So dreams they don't dream like I don't dream like everybody else. My dreams are like me walking around the city, me walking around doing everything, because my dreams, I have the whole dream. So when people have dreams, they don't understand them much. It's because you're not getting a full variation of the dream. You're picking up pieces. So all you remember is your refrigerator had a mouth and it was talking to you. And then you shot over to your grandma's house in a dream and she was having a cookout and you don't understand what it was all about because you're only picking up pieces. And you got to understand, family, it takes energy to bring the dream back. It takes energy to bring the dream back. So if you don't have the energy to bring the dream down, and a lot of us block that by way of smoking cigarettes and drinking too much alcohol and different things like that. We block and calcify the pineal gland, which is the receiver, right? And we can't receive the energy to see the dream in full. So that's what dreams are. They're real experiences that you're having in a fourth dimensional body, or what you call your astral body. That's what's happening, family.
Beginning. Is this something where your soul leaves, your spirit leaves? What's leaving the body? Is both leaving?
What's leaving the body for the most part is the astral form. What you call your astral body. Right. So it's a piece. The astral body is a piece of your soul. It's a piece of who you are. So usually when you die, your full-fledged soul goes on to a whole nother experience.
Right.
But you leave a carbon copy of yourself behind. So everybody watching this video, we all have multiple past selves that's on the astral plane. You just don't remember who you were. So there could be a Chinese man or an Indian man running around the astral plane that used to be you, and you don't remember. Maybe you was killed as a child. Maybe you died when you was old. That's why the astral plane is so full, because we still have carbon copies of ourselves. So you might have been a guy from India, and your ancestors are still sending you ancestor money and giving you offerings, and your astral body is still being charged up, that part of you. Right. But you could be, I hate to say, as far as African Americans go, but our people don't really give ourselves energy the way we need. So a lot of us, after about 200 years, our astral form tends to fade away. Right. But your soul, family, already goes on to a whole nother experience. So what leaves the body when you sleep at night is your astral form. Actually, it's already there, but the consciousness leaves the body and goes into the astral body. And if you don't have enough astral energy, you're not going to fully wake up in a dream. You're not going to remember your dreams. You're not going to fully wake up in your dreams. You're going to kind of just be wondering what's going on. So I gave a herb called harataki, and harataki is a herb that opens the pineal gland. So you can start to receive information, but it don't fully activate it the way you need. Right? It activates it to a certain extent, but you got to do work. Right? There's no shortcuts in this thing. So the pineal gland will be opened by way of harataki, but you need to do the work to actually activate the pineal gland to get to the levels you need, right? And that's very important. So that's what's leaving, family. Our consciousness is leaving. Boom, it's going into the fourth dimensional body, and that's what's happening.
What's the highest dimension you could go to in a dream state?
In a dream state, you can go to any. It's funny because when you dream at night, you actually wake up. So it kind of sounds backwards, but right now you're asleep. And that's just the truth. You're in your sleeping state, and we're being taught that this is real, right? So when you wake up at night, actually, you can wake up into a higher dimension if you choose, if that part of you was ready and activated. So there's endless amounts of levels you can go to in the dream state. Endless amounts of levels. I think that the highest I've gone to was maybe the sixth dimension. I don't think I've been any higher than that.
What was that like? What was that like?
The sixth dimension had a lot of what you call spiritual masters up there. I saw variations of the Buddha. I saw female Buddhas, right? That really blew my mind because you don't see that down here a lot. I saw my Buddha self. Everybody who's watching the video, you have a part of yourself that's a Buddha. See, let me tell people something. You're already perfect. You've already ascended. You're just down here to play a game and down here to learn. That's it. And that's one of the most amazing things I figured out and I found out about in the dream world. Our soul is already perfect. We're only down here because we chose to come down. Nobody made you come down here. I know that's hard to believe for people that's suffering and they going through things. Oh, my life is so hard. Well, this is the game you chose to play. Ask your higher self why you chose to do that. But everybody go through bad times. But at the same time, like I tell you, there's no such thing as bad times. Every day is a blessing or a lesson. So if you learn the lesson, you can play the game. Life is a game, right? And if you call yourself a God, you must have control over some aspect of your life. And that's a fact. So that's what that is, family. I don't forgot where. Oh, the sixth dimension. So the sixth dimension had a lot of ascended masters. I was hoping to find Dr. Blair up there, but what I found with Dr. Blair has gone on to a whole nother higher realm. Like he's gone. He took off. Right. I've been looking for Dr. Blair from the beginning, and I could never find him. And I was told that he went to a way higher dimension when he passed away, and I can't get up that high. You know what I'm saying? So the highest I've been, I would say, to the sixth dimension. There was a lot of people who were getting ready to come down. There was a lot of Buddhists, and like I said, female Buddhists, because you don't see them a lot down here. They were up there from different cultures and races, and also you will see different spiritual masters you never heard of before up there, from different dimensions and different parallel.
Symbolism in dreams, like say if a person dreams of a certain animal or just a certain color. Does this mean something different for each person, or an animal means the same thing for pretty much everybody?
It does, depending on who you are and where you are in your life, right? It does. First of all, if you don't know what your animal spirit is, it's very easy to find out if you have a reoccurring dream of a certain animal, right? Like for me, it was a snake. I used to dream about snakes since I was a kid, and to this day, I do not like snakes, right? So the snake and the deer is my spiritual animal. So if I'm dreaming about one of them, I know what time it is. So when you see animals in your dreams, you can connect animals to certain deities without a shadow of a doubt and get some type of understanding from that. But a lot of what I recommend you do is to take a shamanistic approach when you see animals in your dreams and actually look up the meaning of the animal in your dream and what that represents. And like I said, the animals not making sense, if it's like a tiger's pulling you by your pants leg, and then you see the tiger playing jump rope, and you're like, what the hell is going on? You're missing pieces of the dream. You only seen it in pieces. And you missed a whole other part. So that's kind of what that means. So now your subconscious mind, who remembers everything, has to put the whole dream together for you. See, I don't have those type of things no more in my dreams. I don't have pieces of dreams. All my dreams make sense. I see the whole movie, the whole thing plays out because my consciousness is different. And when people grow their consciousness, they can see the whole thing. So animals mean one thing. Colors mean another thing. Higher vibrations and different colors, So yes, all that has a meaning, family. The fish, everybody know when you see fish, a woman dreams about fish, you pregnant. It is what it is, An old lady told my wife that when she got pregnant. We was it's crazy. The old lady told her that, and sure enough, the wife was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. It's very real. So yeah, I would recommend people taking a shamanistic approach, and like I said, you can use deities. We know deities are connected to animals, but it may be an animal that you can't find a deity connected to. So in that instance, you would take a shamanistic approach, and you would actually look up that animal and see what it means to you. You know what I mean? Just like when you dream about houses, right? If you dream about a house, it's always talking about your mind. So if you have a dream and you see yourself in a house, you're inside your own head. And every door you walk into is a certain part of your mind. And it's telling you something. So if you have a dream about your childhood home, you're in a part of you're in your head and a part of your mind that relates to your childhood. So now that's the foundation. So anytime you dream about a building or you dream about a house, that represents your mind. And every door and hallway you walk down is a certain aspect of your mind. And you'll notice sometimes there's doors you can't open. Like as hard as you try to open it, and that's your subconscious mind blocking you from opening that door, you don't want to see what's behind there. Maybe it's some trauma or something that you experienced that you forgot. So your subconscious mind will block you from that in most dreams. So that's kind of